Opposites may attract, but do they stick together long term? Kristen Bell told E! News that her marriage to Dax Shepard works because they're the antithesis of each other. And being with someone unlike yourself forces you to grow. So do we agree with this?
We agree with this.
Yeah?
The antithesis paints a picture of
it's a
like,
strong word.
it's a very strong word, right?
Yeah.
I do think in my relationship we have different interests, right? Like he likes to spend the afternoon maybe going sailing. I would not, like that's not my interest. I want to be in a woods, I want to be hiking. But I think the key to having those different interests is that we give each other space. There are some couples who really want to do every single thing together. And I think in that case, if you have different interests, you're going to have problems. But I think the key, and I actually think it's nice. We get to reconvene. We still have shared values. So that's where it counts, right? So
Yeah, I think, I really like the idea that her and Dax spoke about where they acknowledge that them being so different gives them room to grow in a relationship and experience new things because their partner is so different from them. Again, my back kind of got up with antithesis because I'm like, I also want my relationship to be a place of peace.
Yes.
If you are too different, you're not gonna give me peace, and what are we doing here? But I think to your point around values, as long as our core values are the same and we've got that foundation, everything else is just kind of like nice coloring.
Yeah.
Because I think that there's a difference, like what does opposite mean? Is it opposite value system? Is it you like things clean and I like things messy? Because I think there's a difference between opposite value system and opposite personalities or behavior. And I think that you can have completely opposite behaviors. Like you might be, I always say in my relationship, we don't fight, but let's say Ryan was a scrapper and I wasn't, but we still believe that communication is important, right? So like the value is there, even if the way we enact those values is different. So I don't think she's as different as she thinks they are.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I've been thinking about this. And I think like that line she said, it forces you to grow. I like being forced to grow, like when it comes to like, Jess, you should really read this book. You read 50 pages, you need to stick with it, and then we can talk about it. Oh, that's forcing me to grow. Yes, I will read this. Or conversations about a movie or other things. But if Simon were like, Jess, you really need to consider QAnon, like you're missing some key points about it. We need to do this together and grow. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to do that. I think that sums it up for me. Like,
Value system. Value systems. It's true. Well, we've sorted that out, okay, Kristen? You're not so different after all. Not so different.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.